unlocking the secrets of the celestial heavens, and how we can weave its mythical gems and star-studded guidance so we can have the most epic life ever. Ready to take this cosmic plunge with me? Okay, beloveds, ready, set, go. Let's talk about fools. You claim in response, fools? No one would ever want to be a fool. Well, that's just a wild part of life. There are many sides of the coin, or in this case, the fool. People around the world have used images, movies, oracle cards, tarot, insight of many kinds to express lessons, wisdom, and counsel. And one way is through the tarot, in which we divine and find answers to guide us on our journeys. Many people see the Fool card in the arcana with him walking so naively. They gasp, surely he will fall off the cliff. Just to give you a little bit background, if you do not know about the arcana is the original tarot card deck, and it was a way of divination. There's many different ways to navigate this nowadays with amazing and beautiful oracle card decks, and it's just an extension of our own wisdom and ourselves. So going back to this aspect, they're feeling like, in this card, this fool, he is walking on the edge of a cliff, and he's all by himself and a little dog, and it's almost like the dog's like, hey, you're gonna fall off the cliff, and he's just like kind of just going about, like on his way, and looks like he's about to just walk right off the cliff. So in this part of the arcana, he is at the 0 point of the journey. He is the first card in the arcana before even we start at 1. It's actually 0 point. And so we all know that feeling when we are about to, or just feeling like we are beginning on the journey like a fool. And so we may think that we are not so naive, and we make sure we have it all figured out now, so that way we can forge safely ahead. Many would say it's foolish to go off the beaten path, and if you do so, it would be dangerous. And so what appears to be going off this cliff would, lead to doom. But that is only one flip side of the Fool card, and this internal perspective, because there's many ways that we can receive information and wisdom from the mythos, from the movies, from the oracle cards, and it's really about how it is speaking to us. So really, there's 2 ways to look at this. So in the instance when people thought that the ledge of the earth would end up having you fall off, and it kept them from exploring the world, they literally thought you'd fall off the earth. And there's even pictures of people showing art that people were going to fall off the edge of the earth, and they really believed this, and this held them back. So sometimes we have these internalized fears of the unknown, and this ends up holding us back from tapping into the potential and possibilities all around us. But when you are the liberated fool, it can appear to others that you are naive, but actually you are letting your armor down. You are being able to walk over those walls. You are able to go through the gates and really connect to your internal higher guidance system, connecting to a higher power and trusting. And that's the beautiful thing about taking risks, that there are great rewards. And so it's the same thing in this symbolic story from the Fool. On the other side of the cliff can be adventure, gems, beauty, and all sorts of wonder that we have never experienced if we would just play it safe. The Fool card, I really feel, relates to this Sagittarius new moon, and it invites us to delve into what most will never discover. Yeah, because a lot of people, they're kind of like, I don't know if I want to go out there. I don't know if I want to check this thing out. I don't know if I want to take this chance and follow my dreams. It is natural that we do have these fears that arise, but again, we have the opportunity to choose our destiny and to make choices. And so we can, kind of go along with that, or we can, dare greatly and see what life has in store for us. This is exactly why I decided to really go all out with offering my work with astrology and these videos. And it's like, to me, it's uncharted territory. I mean, I teach classes all the time, and I love them, and working with clients, and I will talk all day long about astrology. And I really was into the Instagram and posting that, just as an expression for myself. And I found that people were like, you need to share this. And, right now this is a recording, but soon enough I'll go into another uncharted territory and make videos where I'm actually seeing you face to face. And that's the exciting thing about, utilizing these opportunities of the energies of astrology for us to really connect to a higher wisdom within ourselves. And so this new moon is a launching pad invitation into your own epic fool's quest. I really like, instead of fool's journey, fool's quest, because the quest feels really aligned, because in the quest it's like this realization of the excitement of our journey and can bring meaning and richness by weaving in signs, symbols, and archetypes, and realize we are all on an epic quest in our lives. My name is Ari Gaines. I am a shamanic healer of native and Kiro Peruvian traditional medicine paths. I am also an herbalist, ceremonist, and celestial astrologer. I am very passionate about teaching classes, and really more so as a guide and a weaver of magic to create beautiful containers for people to navigate into their healing journeys and into their own mythos stories and connecting to their own wisdom and their own beauty and their own power, and giving these amazing tools and how to use them so that we can empower our lives. Personally, right now, I am sharing the astrology here, and I'm just so honored to offer this monthly forecast to give you the keys to access into weaving in the alchemy of the celestial astrology to uplevel your lives. I first just wanted to thank my astrology teachers, Adam Labaus, for inspiring me to go full on with my wild heart obsession when studying the astrological transits. I grew up being obsessed about astrology and loved it so dearly. And working with him, I really fully just committed into the astrology and especially transits, because let me tell you right now, people are like, what's going on with the news? And I'm like, let me tell you what's going on with astrology, because that will tell you what's the news. It tells the news of our collective and also our personal news of our life, and gives us so much guidance and wisdom. I also wanted to give a special thanks to Chris Maddox for sharing the inspiration that is fueling my passion to really go and commit to these astrology forecasts on a regular basis, and with her offerings of weavings of that astrology and us connecting to that. And I'm just really grateful for her. So Sagittarius, there's a lot I can go on about astrology, but just to give you this aspect, there's the Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. And it's this final phase of the fire cycle where, we are really igniting this courage to reimagine who we are. We start out as the seeker. Yes, as a seeker. Who decides to take their bow and arrow to redirect its trajectory of the direction that will be most aligned with its wild heart. The only way we can truly hit our target is by shifting ourselves within to be in the embodied true clarity of what direction we are aiming. Many people attempt to change their sails so they can arrive at a new destination, but if they do not attune to the compass within, I found that they need to be able to shift that, because a lot of times in life, we're like, if we just change our actions, we'll get the results we want. But really, what is the driving force behind that is our own internal compass, which is rooted in our belief systems. Our belief systems become our navigation device. And that's what I offer with my clients and with my classes, is helping people to realize that they have this compass within them, and that by them up-leveling their compass and, kind of like, kind of like version 2.0, version 3.0, we can upgrade that compass inside, and then that will give us the power to navigate to where we are seeking to go. So I found the key to getting the results I wanted was not only a change of course, but I could only access a new path by shifting my internal compass and guidance system. The great Walt Whitman said, re-examine all you have been told in school or church or any book, and dismiss whatever insults your soul. Let me tell you right now, I grew up being so connected to spirit, so psychic, so intuitive. I connected with the fairies and, would receive intuitions, and my mom supported me in that because she also had those gifts, and it was passed on from our maternal lineage. And my dad, he was just totally chill about it. And, and I would go to the Sabbats and celebrate earth honoring traditions and connecting to Mother Earth, and and then learned healing at a very young age. around when I was 14 years old, and this is my life. But I had a lot of that in school, not so much as the church, but in the school, and people around me that really, judged me for who I was. And of course, it's like insulting our soul because this is who we are. So, Sagittarius is this opportunity for us to be able to start navigate, releasing that so that we can be who we truly are. So in society, we can really get caught up not only in being told how to live our dream, but more essentially where our identity can become rooted in believing who we are and having our world tell us, you can't be this way, you have to be this way. And so, I am just so grateful that I've been able to follow my path strongly and not let that get me down, in regards to, society, keeping me from, navigating this path of magic and traditional medicine path and, and healing and working with healing Mother Earth and all this amazing stuff. And I realized that it was a gift because I had that rebellious, free spirit, the Aquarius sun, and that freedom thinker, and that visionary energy of the Aquarius energy of my sun. And I think for me, the thing that Sagittarius had taught me has been to realize that I was not letting myself fully embody my path because I was not going public with my path. My childhood wounds were being discriminated, vilified, and even told I was evil for following my lineages, which were, passed down to me to connect with magic and with the earth and intuition. And that was just what I was raised in. And so, and also strange, honestly, for my path of the traditional medicine path, which, Western society refers to as shamanism, because only until recently, it really was something that people thought was weird and strange. For me, I still was following that passionately, but I do realize, as I use the astrology as a tool for me to deepen my path, is that I wasn't fully embodying my path, because I have not gone as public. So part of my thing now is to bring myself out more into the limelight. I'm not someone that really cares about the limelight, even though I got that Leo rising, that like great charismatic personality, but I really don't like to be in the limelight because I'm more just about people and empowering them and just being passionate about humanity and Mother Earth. So it's kind of a wild mix, but that's a whole nother thing about aspects in our natal charts. So the thing that Sagittarius, again, really came into my life strongly, was the fact that I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, a lot of planets in Sagittarius, and some planets in my ninth house, which is ruled by Sagittarius. But when I reach my Saturn return at 29 degrees, which is a master number, which means when you have a degree point in your natal chart, it's a mastery of that sign. So I really have learned Sagittarius, and I know it in my bones. I really cultivated wisdom during what is known as the Saturn return, which comes between the ages of 27 and 30, depending on where you are in the signs degrees. This is a time in our life when we actually are being called to full maturity, because Saturn is about the aspect of the father and the maturity and the wisdom and moving into adulthood. So, hey, if you haven't reached that time yet with Saturn return, you still have plenty of time to figure out your life. Our society tries to say, 18, 21, you should have your life figured out. But, it's an ongoing process, and really and truly, Saturn return is a time when it will be a lot of discovery for us to really, really come into maturity and into our path. So just to give you a little heads up on that one, maybe I'll do a video on Sagittarius, Saturn returns. So for me, my Saturn return brought me to completely reimagine every phase of my life, and especially my spiritual path, because Sagittarius rules our belief systems and rules philosophy and higher thinking and education and wisdom seeking, And so as an astrologer many years, I found the harder transits each time the planets move through the signs, especially the personal planets of Moon, Venus, Mercury, and Mars, as well as the moon nodes. And there's a lot of deep layers of the archetypal wisdom found in the cosmos that weaves its magic to guide us on Earth. When Sir Sagittarius was on the horizon, I felt as I was on the zero of the major arcana with the Fool's card, which is indeed going on an epic pilgrimage of the wild heart. It is a seeker of truth to really discover a new world, which appears as if it is an outward journey, but ultimately becomes the inner journey towards higher expanded conscious awakening in the sign of Sagittarius. As one goes on this enchanted journey of Sagittarius, doors continue to open in new realms and mythical landscapes appear before the seeker. As the journey moves forward, it invites us to take risks, not the kind of risks like traveling the world, which, of course, long travels are ruled by Sagittarius, but more so the risks that are inside us, waiting for a star to be born. If one such like myself and many others that have taken this adventure of Sagittarius go in and really take advantage of this, they can eventually put in hard work and perseverance, and one starts to grow into a philosopher, truly someone that is able to connect to the most profound wisdom that comes from within. Once we've been able to fully digest and synergize the alchemy of Sagittarius, then there's a chance for this person to become a guide or a teacher. In my Saturn return in Sagittarius, that was the culmination of me really, really shifting and reorienting a 360 into my life. And really and truly, that is when I then came birthed into the world and really fully came into myself as a teacher. And it was a very beautiful journey. So this Sagittarius is not only for this new moon. So we have a Sagittarius new moon. If you haven't seen the little info up above, we are in the Sagittarius new moon today for Friday, December 7th, 2018. Now, it is going to be all about this theme of Sagittarius and about the Fool and about the journey and about exploring the unknown. And right now, we also just recently had Jupiter move into Sagittarius. So Jupiter is going to be in Sagittarius, its home sign. Oh my God, it's going to be so exciting for this next year. Of course, granted, Jupiter in Scorpio was a lot of heavy, deep dives into our caves and doing some serious overhaul in our internal world. So that was pretty intense. And Jupiter is like the spotlight, expanding everything it touches. But when it's in Sagittarius, it's really exploring our world and like what do we think and what are our beliefs. And so a lot of us are going to have so many changes and revelations. And really, this next year is going to be this epic quest where we rediscover who we are underneath all the stories that we've told ourselves. So this new moon will also have an extra boost of energy because it's going to conjoin Jupiter, creating a catalyst to dance for us to really take advantage of some serious, powerful intention setting and ritual creation for ourselves to plant a seed for Jupiter and Sagittarius for the rest of 2018 and 2019. So buckle your bootstraps, get your luggage together, and saddle up your horse as you prepare for one fantastic journey this next year. Mercury is going direct just before this new moon in Sagittarius, and of course, it's already here. We're still coming out of the Mercury retrograde, even though Mercury is direct. You know, it still takes a little bit of time to kind of get its gears back on. But it's going direct, and so this is a really great time for us to explore this new moon. So, this is a great opportunity for us to set some seeds and take the natural, optimistic opportunity that Sagittarius rules and uses as a launching pad. There's magic afoot right now with all possibilities on the table. Sagittarius new moon is calling us to dream big, explore new uncharted territories, check out our bucket list, aka our wildest dreams. And our celestial astral message for the new moon in Sagittarius is, I choose to anchor in the seed of the Sagittarius new moon by choosing to go into uncharted waters. I journey into the unknown on an epic quest of expanding my divine light of who I am as a true star of power and royalty. I call on the centaur with its mighty bow and arrow to take direct and take aim for my dreams, my visions to be fulfilled. May Jupiter and Sagittarius bless my dreams and expand my cosmic mind. So carpe diem, my sacred beloveds. I will leave you with this poem. Quote from Mary Oliver. Just one word, one line from her poem. And it says, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. Wishing you celestial blessings to all of you this new moon. With love, Aria Gaines, Jaguar Woman of Sacred Earth Guardians. Remember to follow us at Magickology and Sacred Earth Guardians on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Subscribe, like, and share for those that may benefit from this forecast. Be sure to share your thoughts, questions, comments below. How did this forecast land in your heart? What are you reimagining? And what possibilities are you opening up to? And again, I think I'll end again with the celestial astro message for the new moon. So I'm just going to say this one more time, and I will also put that in the link below of the message. I choose to anchor in the seed of Sagittarius new moon by choosing to go into uncharted waters. I journey into the unknown on an epic quest of expanding my divine light of who I am as a true star of power and royalty. I call on the centaur with its mighty bow and arrow to take direct and take aim for my dreams, my visions to be fulfilled. May Jupiter and Sagittarius bless my dreams and expand my cosmic mind. Blessed be to all of you, and catch you at the next full moon for the next astrology forecasts. So much love. I'm just so grateful, and I'm signing off now.